Slowly kisses passing by the river. I've been missing your strawberry kiss.
Hey guys, I'm back with another banger video. Of course, I'm back on cloud 9 now. I know, like, I have been gone, and I had promised in my previous video that I'll be updating you guys whatever is going on, but I decided not to talk about it anymore because, you know what, like, I'm tired of that negative energy vibe. Like, yo guys, one of the reasons why I started my channel is because I wanted to spread positivity. As you can see from the title, today we're going to be talking about self-love and things like that. And I'll also be doing my makeup, get ready, you know, with me, stuff like that. Yes, the guys, you can stay to watch me do my makeup because, you know, it's just me doing my makeup, and of course you're here to listen to what I'm saying. So the guys, you can stay as well, don't leave, stay, okay? So get ready, get some snacks, sit, let's talk, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. This is the first time I'm doing my makeup on the camera, and mind you, I am not a makeup artist, so it's just basic things. I just wanted to do something different, you know, play around with my face whilst I'm recording, and yeah, so don't ask me on any advice about makeup because I don't know anything. But anyway, about the whole coronavirus thing, I'm done. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about it. I'm done with that negative vibe, like I'm saying. I'm going to be sharing with you my journey to where it started from depression, self-love. So yeah, it took a long time for me to, you know, revive this energy and stuff. So I'm just gonna be sharing my experience, my journey, and yeah, what I took from it. So let's start. 2019 wasn't the best year for me. It was literally like one of the worst years from the beginning until like I think around November. That's when I like decided to be a better person. For me, I was one of those people whereby ever since I was young, if I'm not looking to the cameras because I'm looking to the mirror, because, you know, yeah, but when, why isn't it coming out? Oh guys, oh, what, hold up. As I was saying, 2019 wasn't the best year for me, to be honest. It was basically like a boiling pot for me. So I basically went through different phases throughout that year, and I suffered depression and stuff, but I realized that it didn't start, because when I was going through it, I was wondering, like, where does this whole thing start and stuff? Like, where does it come from? Like, does it come from toxic relationships? Like, why am I here and stuff? But then I realized, like, when I was young, for those who don't know, I was raised by a single parent, like by my mom, and I have three siblings actually. Two of them share the same father, and one we don't have the same. So yeah, but I have 3 siblings, if you didn't know. So basically, I was one of those, I'm a middle child, so I was one of those really reserved children, and I didn't really interact much with like my siblings or anything like that. Like, of course, like, you talk, but you're just cohabiting because you guys are siblings and stuff. So yeah, mind you, I didn't have a bad childhood. My childhood was great, so to think. So yeah, I don't want anyone saying Yeah. But anyways, I had a really great childhood. Just that I was a more reserved person, and I was just those type of people that I was a people pleaser. I was a sponge. I never wanted to be like on the wrong side of anyone at all. I always wanted to be like the perfect child, and yeah, and the perfect friend, and the perfect cousin and stuff, perfect girlfriend, perfect everything. So that was the type of person that I was, and with time, like, I would come across with people whereby they would just impose their negative energy on me, and instead of me expressing myself, I would literally like just sponge it in, take it in. I'll just absorb whatever is there, more like a chameleon. Like, if I go on this person's vibe, like, this is what I'm going to act, and I'll do whatever they want and stuff just to make them happy. And when it comes to friendship as well, I was like one of those people whereby in the group I was the only one, like you know, with girls and cliques, you normally have people whereby you have like and within those cliques, like, they're friends and stuff like that. So I was that friend in the group whereby within those cliques I was the only one who didn't have like a best friend, so to say. I didn't have a best friend, and I always bit myself for it. Like, why am I the only one whereby this person and this person are so close and I don't have anything? And am I wanted? Like, what's wrong with me? And I always used to beat myself for it. So with that, I would always like put myself in a position whereby I'm now forcing myself to be perfect, or now you're trying to compete with the next person, even though the next person, of course, they don't even know that you're competing, but literally I'm competing with the next person, and yeah, so that I can be like the better friend or whatever. Like, and most of my friendships, it was like groups of 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, depending on what it, and everyone always had that one best friend, had their little best friend in the group. So yeah, and I was the ugly duckling. Basically, that's how I felt. So I always used to beat myself around and trying to be perfect, and with that, it really made me into like those people whereby I thought like there was something wrong with me, because I always had like in my head, I always had oh, I want a best friend and we could do these sort of things, and yeah, so, but it never worked out. So I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, why don't people like to be with me and stuff? So this carried on until I reached university. And yeah, university, like in the beginning I was like, okay, when I get here I'm gonna find like, you know, the perfect friend, we're gonna be besties and all those things. And yeah, so I was like, but then it was different, because when I got here, of course, one, in my stream I was the only Zimbabwean. 2, people already had their own friends, or they had like their own, they had their own best friends that were like at home or whatever, and they're not about that vibe. So I was now in a position whereby I'm forcing myself. Sorry, I'm back. Someone had called me. But anyways, I was now in a position whereby I was like asking myself, like, well, am I ever gonna find the perfect best friend or whatever? Disclaimer, guys, I do have lovely friends. I have lovely friends. Shout out to Courtney, Shironda, Manila, Nikita, Harmony, Naomi, Malaika, Hadassah, all you guys are awesome. So I have lovely friends, but then I always wanted to have like that best friend. Like I had this fantasy that I'm gonna have like a best friend and stuff like in university and stuff, since like I never was able to do that. And basically it was like a crave, so to say, now looking at it. And that was really bad because it like made me not appreciate what I have at that current state and just want that whole best friend thing going on. And it really put me up like in a, it was like one of the factors that put me up like in a really bad mood and stuff. So and then with that also, like 2019 I also faced like some family issues and stuff. So with that, it put me in a very bad spot, and yeah, I was very sad. And at some point, like, how can I even describe it? It's like some black cloud just comes in front of you as soon as you walk back from your room, and like you come out of your room, and then you have like this smile. You have this smile and you're happy and you smile in front of and everyone would think like, oh my gosh, everything is fine. But as soon as you walk back into your room, it's like it just goes from 100 to 0, and there's just like this black cloud that sits in front of you, and yeah, you can't do anything about it. It's like you just have these little demons that are sitting in front of you, and yeah, and you don't know what to do about it. And mind you, I didn't even know how to talk about it with anyone, because from my like growing from an African background, of course African people don't necessarily acknowledge things like depression, anxiety, or these mental illness cases. They feel like maybe you're bewitched or you're just going through a phase and it's not a big deal. And so I never used to express myself to anyone about it. I just thought like I could manage it by myself. I couldn't even express it to my partner. And mind you, me and my partner have been together for like 4 years now, almost 4 years, and I couldn't even express it to anyone at all, like him to be specific. So it was that bad. I would just clump everything up and try to deal with myself. But then it got to a point whereby I'm sad, I don't want to do anything, I don't really want to associate with people, I don't want to go out with friends, I just want to stay in my room, and I'll be having like sleepless nights whereby you're just so sad and crying the whole night for no freaking reason, like. And yeah, and then it reached to the point whereby I was now having like death wishes upon myself. Mind you guys, disclaimer, I'm not that type of I wasn't that type of person whereby I wanted to like kill myself, like suicide or anything like that, but I just had death wishes upon myself. Like I would wish things like, oh, I wish I had cancer, or I wish like I could just drop down the stairs and die. Like I would wish like to die indirectly, like from other primary factors, not like necessarily dropping myself from a building or hanging myself or things like. I would just wish bad things upon myself, and everything that I would think of at that moment, everything was just negative. And yeah, it just got to that point, and that really scared me, because I was like, if I'm now reaching a point whereby I don't even want to be here, I just want to be dead, like I'm going to suddenly reach a point whereby I will for sure hang myself and stuff. So yeah, and that's when I started crying out for help, and the first person that I told about it, of course, was my partner, and he was there for me throughout the whole journey, and till this day is still there for me, and I really appreciate it so much. Shout out to you. And yeah, and then I told my friends and stuff, but for me, I didn't feel like they really understood how bad it was. I don't know how they took it, but yeah, it was really bad. And I don't really want to get into detail with like the deep stuff, because kind of still affects me to this day. But yeah, I told like people who were close to me, who I thought like would expect to understand what's really going on, but in return it was just like bad. It wasn't help. It was like, oh, you're just going through something, and you're just being a brat, in other words. And that really made it even worse for me. And I didn't feel like I had like the support and stuff that I would have needed at that time, now looking back at it. And then of course I do had friends that would help, but people can only help you to a certain point and stuff. So instead of beating myself around with like whatever is going on around, I was like, okay, if I do not help myself, no one will help me. So I decided, my partner was at home during the holidays. That was like in August now, 2019. I told him, can you please buy me a Bible? I grew up a Catholic. I was raised into a Catholic church, baptized, everything, but I never took like the whole Christianity, like going to church, reading the Bible, following the word of God seriously. Like it was more of like you're born into it, you're forced to do it, and you really don't have a choice, because that's all, you grew up and that's all you know, literally. And yeah, what am I doing? Oh, guys, someone please teach me how to put eyeshadow, because I suck. Like, I actually do suck. Anyways, that I didn't really like take time and try to understand the word of God by myself. And guys, I wasn't those people whereby you would read the Bible for the sake of your own being or anything like that. I did read the Bible. I would go to church because, well, you're supposed to go to church, but I would never like really sit and try to understand like what really, like, I wasn't doing it for myself. Basically, it was more of, so anyways, I told my partner to buy me a Bible for the first time. This is 2019, guys. I'm 21. So at 21, this is when I'm buying my first Bible. And then he bought the Bible for me, and then he brought it. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna start going to church. But I didn't want to go to the Catholic. Disclaimer, there is totally nothing wrong with the Catholic thingy, but I just realized that it was not like for me. Like, I just didn't understand their way of preaching fully. Like, it just didn't get to me. Like, like, when you're in church, you want to reach that level where you're like, yes, like, I get it. So it wasn't for me, and with the state that I was in, that would never work. So I decided to go to this church here in Beijing. It's called City Church, BICF and stuff. And yeah, when I got there, it was like, to this day, I think that was like the best decision that I've ever made my whole entire life, and I don't regret it at all. Like, I don't, like, it's the best decision I've ever made, and I really love that church. And I remember when the first Sunday that I went there, the pastor wasn't around. I think he had gone for some holiday or something, and then so there was like I don't know, an assistant pastor, I don't know what to call them, who was preaching that day. And that day he just had to talk about depression. So it really got into me, and he sparked the word of God, and it really, that's when I decided to turn my life around and make more positive goals for myself. and yeah, and try to join like these counseling groups, like where you talk to people. And it's not easy to just go and join something and then you start talking to like random people you don't even know like that. So so yeah, I it wasn't easy at all, but I had to do it because I was too harmful for myself at that stage. Like I wasn't a healthy person at all. So yeah, he preached, and I remember at the end of the sermon I was crying, and yeah, that's when I realized like, yo, I really need to start going back to church. And yeah, I went back to church, and ever since my life has been great. I'm still learning to read my Bible, be consistent. Going to church here by yourself, whereby you actually have to wake up and go, is very difficult. Unlike when you're at home, whereby your parents wake you up and you're there like, oh, let's go to church and stuff. But here it's like you who has to go. And my church is like an hour away, mind you. It's an hour away from where I stay, so that's like pure dedication. But you gotta do what you gotta do to save yourself. So I did it. I started going to church, and at first I didn't want to go by myself because it was very awkward. And for me, like, I went from transforming into like from a Catholic church and going into like a Pentecostal. That was like a whole different vibe at all. And it's not, I didn't want to go to those churches whereby, disclaimer, I'm not discriminating people's churches or anything, but I didn't want to go to those churches whereby it's like, yes, Papa, like, you know, like the the ones where they make people fall and things like that. That's just not for me. It's not for me. So I wanted to go to a very calm church whereby you really understand like things, and yeah, you're handled with care. There's no all these dramatic scenes where people are falling every. No, it's not like that. I wanted somewhere where I can actually grow as a person and understand something and be comfortable. So at first I didn't want to go by myself, so I dragged my partner with me. And for him, he's not like a church person, like someone who would want to go to church. Like, you have to drag him there. So I really appreciate that, because I know he would never just go there by himself. But yeah, he's the type whereby he would like remove a tithe but not go to church or something like that. But yeah, he went with me like the first Sundays, and he was always there with me, even though he might not have been wanting to be there, just looking at these people like, what is this? But he was there. So yeah, he has been my support system for that long, and yeah, it's been great. And now we're here and happy. And I do have my days whereby everything is like bad and I'm not in the mood to do anything, but it's better. I try to think more positive about myself, my life, and my future. I have goals, I have things to look forward to, and yeah, I try not to like be negative about everything, because if you do know me, before, the first thing I always used to think about is like the bad stuff first. I never used to like sit and start listing out the positive things. I always used to think bad upon myself, because I felt like I did not deserve anything nice in this world at all. Like, I just didn't deserve it. I just did not. So yeah, so that's just my story, and that's where I am right now. So for all those people who feel like right now it's like the end of the world, please do talk to someone. I'm here, you can talk to me. I'm an open book. And yeah, it's not the end of the world, guys. Like, honestly, it's not. like there's so much to do, and there's so many people. Of course, not everyone is willing to help, but there's so many people who are willing to help and be there for you and support you. So do talk to someone. Don't just close yourself in the closet and put like this fake smile upon your face and stuff. So yeah, so that's basically my journey, and this is like the reason, and this was like one of the reasons why I made my channel, because I'm challenging myself to be more positive, to do like more good things for myself, and to not have anyone to influence like my decision when it comes to things that I do with my life and my happiness and stuff. So this is like a way to just document and see like how great I am doing. So yeah, so that's basically my story, guys. Mind you, I make my own wigs. I look good, don't I? Okay, I haven't finished. Let me do the final thing. I don't put lashes. I don't know how to install lashes. Please, someone teach me how to install lashes. I don't know how to do it. To this day, I suck. And I don't like the extensions. I don't like the extensions, like the ones they go and put on and they stay for like 4 weeks and stuff, because when they come off, they kind of take your original eyelashes off, and I hate it, and you just look like you don't have eyelashes after that and stuff. So I hate that feeling and stuff, so I just chose not to do it and stuff. But yeah, today, I know you're wondering, I'm putting all this makeup and doing my hair. Where am I going when I am under quarantine? I'm left to 6 days, by the way. I'm not going anywhere. Just decided to look pretty for myself, because why not? Why do I gotta be so negative all the time? No. So yeah, decided to look cute today, and yeah, I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. So yeah, I would just like to say, and disclaimer before this video ends, I know it's all over the place, but whatever. Thank you to every single person that has subscribed to my channel. I am so grateful. Like if you do watch my videos consistently, there's a video whereby I was saying I would love to reach like 100 subscribers by the end of January, and by the 31st of January, that's when I received an email that I got 100 subs. And yeah, that's just God. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that took their time to press that red button and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't, please do join the family. We're all about positive vibes here. Literally, that's all we do. And yeah, life is great. So join the club, and yeah, we're here to stay. Anyways, my battery has run out, and yeah, I'm done with my face. I look cute. But as I was saying, thank you to everyone who subscribed, and please, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel, join the family, okay? I'm gonna try to post more videos now since I have more time. I don't have anything to do, because lately I've just been in bed sleeping and not doing anything. Basically, I didn't want to do anything. Today's the first time I'm actually doing something, so I'm gonna try to post more videos and stuff. So do stay tuned, and yeah, spread the word. And yeah, if you need anyone to talk to, don't hesitate. Share your stories with me. You can DM me privately on my Instagram. I'll put the link in my description. Or if you want to go public, you can comment in the comment section, and yeah, I'll reply to you. So anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. If you've watched till the end, you are a loyal one. If you have, actually just say yes in the comments so that I know how many people actually watch my videos to the end. But anyways, thank you for the love and the support, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.